Hey guys, it's been a while since I've been on here. It's been way longer since I've done my own hair. I don't think I've posted a video of me doing my own hair since like a year ago, and I had a cancellation today. I thought I'm gonna take advantage of it. My hair's gotten longer, so first I'm gonna start with a cut. I'm happy actually with the length. I usually take it back like up to this area. I think I'm okay with the length for now. But I think I want to trim my layers up. I don't really have any layering. I feel like my hair is falling flat. 1 second. Okay, sorry, I had to take an important phone call that I will be happy to fill you guys in on shortly when things are a go. Really quickly, I want to cut my hair. I'm happy with the length. I really don't have any layers. But now when I curl my hair, I feel like my curl like falls flat and it just hangs and it doesn't look good. So I'm thinking that I want to add layers, but I'm not gonna go in full like heavy sectioning like I normally would for a client. Like before, when I cut my hair, I would like pull out, you know, at all the different angles, whatever, and add my layering. I'm on limited time because I have a color at like 3 and it's almost 12. So like I need to shut the hell up and just do my video. But I figured that I would include you guys in the cut of the layering. I part my hair on either side. So I'm just gonna go straight down the center. And listen, shut up about my big ass forehead, okay? You guys, like, I know, I don't wanna hear it. I know it's really big, so calm down. Okay, we're gonna fix this, but I have to go down the center. I normally would never, ever in my lifetime part my hair down the center, but for the sake of the haircut and having equal layering on both sides, this is what we're gonna do. So we're gonna go down the center. I'm gonna take my sectioning for my facial framing to either side of my forehead. Now, in the springtime, I ended up trimming these up to like here practically, which I can't believe they've already grown that much. Anyways, I wasn't really happy with the length of that. So I'm not gonna go that high. And it's crazy when you don't feel like you have that much grow out and then you do this and you realize that you have like 10 feet of grow out. So I'm going to just trim probably like these ends right in here. Bring it up so that it's not super blunt and just chip into these ends. So that brings my facial framing roughly right in here, which I'm okay with that length. It's not like too short or anything. If I want to go shorter later on, I can. I don't think I ever uploaded the video, but I did a video where I talked about layering and facial framing and not going too far behind the ear to pull your hair forward to do like facial framing. And the reason is because, hi, I haven't brushed my hair today. If you go beyond here and you start doing your layering and you bring it like all the way back here, your hair in this area, if you start pulling back here, is gonna be like short right here. So whenever I do my layering, go to where the ear is, pull this hair back. We're not touching any of this for our facial framing. This is even kind of a lot. There we go. This is going to be reserved for our facial framing. I'm just going to slide cut down, find my guide from where I did my facial framing. So I'm just slide cutting all the way down into this length right in here. And then here I'll just like chip into that. So there's my facial framing that blends all the way down through the end. So I need to trim any of this up here. Maybe just a little bit, like right here. There you go. So, okay. What I was meaning, if we ended up taking this back here and say we did all of this short and met our length in here. When all of our hair falls behind our shoulders, this hair, the layers around the front when our hair falls forward would be like this long versus like this long. So you're gonna feel like if you bring your layering all the way back and you're gonna feel like you have super short hair on the side. So, and I learned that in beauty school because there's a gal who had, her hair was like literally down to her butt. The guy was doing layering and he kept pulling her hair forward, chop, and not just slide cutting, like a heavy chop. Pulled all the way from the back center, pulled it forward, chop. When he was done and she like flipped her hair behind her head again, and like, you know, we have our pieces that fall forward, the hair that falls in the back. Her hair was literally this short. Imagine going from having hair all the way literally down to your butt one length to all of a sudden now feeling like this is your length in the front. I learned from that day, do not ever pull your layering for your facial framing from behind your ear. So we're gonna match this on the other side now. So let's see, does that look even? And I'm just slide cutting it a little bit. Like for those of you that are at home trying to do your own layering, like only right now as I'm going up to blend am I cutting hard. The rest of the hair down through here, when I'm going, I'm doing this motion. So I'm barely closing it, watch. Just to barely graze through the ends so it takes off a light amount. Never do like a hard snip on your hair. You're gonna have a huge line if you're not used to blending your own hair. All right, so there's my facial framing, which I feel pretty good about. I don't feel like I need to go too much shorter or anything. And I like doing my haircut before I color my hair because I know like I'm gonna go through and I want some of my brighter pieces, but then if I go through and color it and then cut it afterwards, I might be cutting off all of the brightness that I left behind. So that's why I prefer to go through and do the cut before I feel like that's good. All right. So now for my layering, again, I'm gonna keep my center-ish part. Let's see, we're gonna do the back piece. All right, so we're gonna pull this. All right, so we have these pieces that are like our facial framing, which we're not really touching right now. Okay, so you can see here that I don't really have any layering through the back. It's pretty long, I don't really have any layers, whatever. So we're gonna go through right now and add that layering. So I'm gonna take this top triangle section. I feel like I can't look up, you guys. I got freaking Botox on my forehead, so that means when I look up like this, I feel really heavy right here, like my eyes can't see. So if I look like I can't see anything, if I look like a mean bitch face, that's why. So we're gonna try and do layering. I pulled all of the section up and I'm going to chip into all of this for my top layer. And by the way, my hair is very thick and it falls very heavy, so I'm gonna go through and do some deeper point cutting. If you have finer hair, don't do this on your own hair. So basically what I'm doing is just breaking into that top layer. So you can see now that I just have a soft top layer right in there now. The way that we're gonna blend that is we're just going to go down the center. Like, you don't have to be exact. down the side here. And I'm gonna take all of this hair, my top layer is right in here. Here's the ends. I'm just gonna go through and chip in here to get that corner off. I'm gonna bring it back a little bit more. And again, chip into this corner. Keep in mind, when I'm going through and cutting my hair, it's all chipping. I'm just chipping. I'm not going through doing any harsh cuts. I want to make sure that the chipping motion will help it blend a little bit better. You're not going to see any like heavy lines in the hair. If I was to go through and just do like a chop, you're going to see like a harsh shelf in the line. So if you're at home doing your own hair, do not go through at any point. I don't care if it's the wolf cut where you're putting the ponytail on the top of your head. Do not just go cut like this. Go through and just chip. That's going to create like a lot of shorter pieces, but they're all going to blend together. So now we're going to do this side. Right in here, you can see all that. Again, chip. And then we're just gonna take this hair again, pull it further out to the back, and I'm pulling everything vertically. I'm trying to keep my hair as straight and pulling it out, and then I'm gonna kind of come up a little bit to see where the corner is, and that's where I'm gonna chip into the hair to blend that layer out. So you can see I'm holding my hair straight. Now I'm pulling it up. You can see here, where is it? Right in here, I need to blend this. So you can see now that that layer is starting to blend out, and it's starting to blend in more with the length down there. So now to make sure that both sides are even, in the back when they fall together, they'll fall even, we're going to do kind of like this back middle section of the head. And you can see all of that, and there needs to be chipped into. Again, is it the most accurate cut? Probably not, but if you're holding your hair at the same angle for each side and in the back, your layers for the most part should fall pretty even. If you no one's gonna be digging through our hair. The only thing that we care about is that it looks like there's an even blend, and that when the top layer here, it doesn't look like you have hair that's falling like this in the back. When you pull it up and chip into the top layer, that's what's gonna help it create like a natural blend, and you're not gonna have like a heavy shelf or anything in the very back. Ugh. I'm getting hair all over me. So now we're gonna blend the back to the front. Diagonal here. With this back section here, we're gonna pull it up to meet where we pulled up that back section out. So that's kind of where the hair falls. Again, we're not cutting straight across, we're just kind of chipping into it diagonally to get more of a blend. And then for layers around the front, I like to take the very front like hairline hair, pull it aside because I don't want to cut any of this off and like lose any of that length in the front. So now we're gonna blend this here. And I'm just going to chip into this. So you can see here that I still have my length in here. I have my layering. If I wanted to, since I like to chip into my hair a lot because I like a lot of texture in the top layer. Just doing some deep point cutting. All right, and here we go. Now we have our layering. I'm pretty happy with it. I haven't had layers in my hair for quite a while, and the last time that I had somebody try and do layers in my hair, they ended up being very uneven. So I'm happy with the amount of layers that I have. I'm sure like these are not perfectly even, but when you look at them, there's like no heavy lines or anything. Everything blends pretty good for the most part. There's no like uneven chops or whatever. So another thing that you can do is go through and pull your hair and make sure that it's falling even on both sides, which it is for the, you know, for the most part. I'm sure if somebody went in there and was like digging through my hair, they'd probably be like, who the hell cut your hair? I did. I cut my hair. Starbucks. All right. Now we're going to start the color now that I have pretty much my haircut done. Hey guys, I'm currently editing the video that you're watching right now, and if you've made it to the end, thank you. I appreciate you guys taking the time to watch this long video. I was gonna add the color part of the video, but I realized that it's already been a long video so far with just the cutting, so I'm gonna put out a second video later on this week for the coloring part of the service. So thank you guys so much for watching this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe.